Om Bhadram Karnevi Shrunuyama Deva Bhadram Pashe Maksha Virejatra Stirai Rangai Stushtavansa Stanubi Vyashema Devahitam Yadayu Swastina Indro Vruddashrava Swastina Pusha Vishwaveda Swastina Starksho Arishtanemi Swastino Brahaspatir Dadhatu Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. We are studying the Mandukya Karikas of Gaudapad, and in the Agama Prakaran, we have read the 7 mantras and the Karikas after that. So today, let us revise the Karikas and then proceed. In the 7th mantra, you have been given a Pratisheda Vigyan. The very rejection of the 3 states is the source of experience, Pratisheda Vigyan. Because it is not a 4th state. Some people say Turiya Avastha, that is wrong. Turiya is the nature of Brahman. We have only 3 avasthas, Jagrat, Swapna and Sushupti. But when you have seen all the 3 in the cosmic sense, then we are sure of what is our nature. And then that to realize that nature, we don't have to go to another state. There is no other state. But having reached the Sushupti Avastha also of the cosmic, which is in Swarupa, like Ishvara, we know that we are in all the 3 states and yet not attached or involved in any of these 3 states. We are beyond the 3 states, present in all the 3 states. And the best example which came to my mind again and again is that coconut. Tender coconut, we cannot remove the shell. Wet coconut, we cannot remove the shell. Dry coconut, we can remove the shell. So when the coconut has become dry, we don't have to go to another dry. We have to break the coconut and take out the kernel. So like that, after having realized all the 3 states, especially as I am telling in the cosmic sense, then we know that we are near the reality. What we have to do now is only coming out of the 3 states, and which is possible when we have experienced all the 3. We know that we are in all the 3 and we are beyond. So that is the 7th mantra, Pratisheda Vigyan. I am not this, I am not this, I am not this. This itself generates an experience. And that has been taken at great length by Shankaracharya. And then to how to indicate something. So we have seen that also. Ekatma Pratyaya Saram. Shankar has explained in 2 ways. Jnaneshwara has explained in the 3rd way. With the help of that illustration of the Ellora caves, where the central cave, Kailashlini, from one single rock, they have carved the pujari, the deity, and the puja going on. So if that rock is conscious, it knows that 3 are only appearance. I am really one. That is Ekatma Pratyaya Saram, that in an evolved state, the subject knows that it is one with the object. Subject and object oneness. That is how Gyaneshwar proposes Ekatma Pratyaya Sar. Shankar has done 2 other things, that Ek Atma Pratyaya Sar, that I am there in all these states. This Pratyaya only is the source through which we have to go forward. And Ekatma Pratyaya, he says, in Jagrat, Swapna, Sushupti, I am same. So Ekatma Pratyaya. But subject and object same, that is what Ganeshwara has told us. And next word is prapancha upashamam. That is Buddha's speciality. Buddha said that whatever may be the exact nature, but the manifoldness is not there. That is prapancha upashamam, experienced specially by Buddha. And then we have seen Shantam. We said Holy Mother represents it best. And Thakur has said the olden rishis all had Shanta Bhav. Realization is of Advaita, but the Bhava is Shanta Bhav. And Shivam, who has seen the best example is Shivananda himself. And we have taken many examples last time for that. Especially, he says that Sadhava is fine and Vidha also is fine. So for him, everything is fine. There is nothing evil in the world. So that is Shivam. Of course, in Sri Ramakrishna we see all this. And then Advaitam. The only meaning of Advaitam is that subject-object division is not there. That is the only meaning of Advaita, and the representative is Shankaracharya. So we have seen that. And then, in the 10th Karika, Govt has brought the devotional element. And two things he has given there. Because everybody wants to get rid of miseries. Now, miseries are the result of ignorance. But that is become the target. So he says, the Lord who is capable of removing the miseries is Prabhu, Ishan. So he has brought all the Deva. So he has brought all the devotional terminology to indicate that devotion is necessary. Then 11th we saw that it has gone away. Now, Govt is explaining the compare and contrast. So for that, 11th he says, Karya Karana Baddhautau Ishyete Vishwatejasau Pragya Karana Baddhastu Dvautau Turyena Siddhata. He has put Vishwa and Tejas in the same category. Jagruti also is a dream. Subject-object consciousness is there, just like the dream. And Tejas is the actual dream, and there also the subject-object consciousness is there. So he has clubbed them. Karya Karana Baddhau, Tau, Ishyete Vishwatejasau. Karyabadha, that means the Vikshepa Shakti. Karanabadha means the Avarani Shakti. So they are bound by both the Avarana and Vikshepa, both of them. Prajna, however, is only Karanabadha, because there is no dream, there is no projection, there are no desires functioning. But the Bija-rup again is there, because the reality is not known. So, Pragya is Karanabadha. Turiya, both the types of bondage are not there. Not possible, Shankar says, because the reality is known. In the 12th, he says, especially contrasting between Pragya and Turiya, because there is lot of similarity also. To the extent, you know, I have told many times, one Swami of the Ramakrishna mission, what was his name? Ishananda, Ishwarananda, Kerala. He has written a book telling that Sushupti and Samadhi is same. It's an error. And so Govt has taken na atmanam, na paranshaiva, na satyam, na api chandrutam, prajna kinchana samvetti. Prajna does not know himself. Prajna does not know anything other than himself. Prajna does not know what is the truth. Prajna does not know what is untruth. Prajna, there is no consciousness is there, but there is nothing to be known. Prajna kinchana na samvedti. Turyam sarvada sarvadrik. So, sarvada sarvadrik tells us something special. It is not only nirvikalpa samadhi, but the knowledge generated in the nirvikalpa samadhi. So it is not only, as he said, bhutapurvakatya. That means he has experienced the cosmic gross, cosmic subtle, so he knows everything. But he says sarvada sarvadrik. So even after the samadhi, in the waking state, subject and object both, the whole world is seen by him. The whole world seen means he is identical with all the subjects and all the objects. He is all and he is Chaitan, so that is Sarvadrik. Sarvajna or Sarvadrik, Shankar has always explained Sarvaschato Gescha. He himself is all and he is knowledge, so he knows everything. Not that he has not memorized any encyclopedia to know everything. He does not know anything from outside. To understand this, as many incidents of Sri Ramakrishna's life you read, even before the aspirant, any aspirant, has told his difficulty, Sri Ramakrishna has told you, this is your difficulty. But it is like that. Everywhere. Any sadhak approaching him with his own mood and Sri Ramakrishna immediately becomes like that. Because he is all. So he is all and he knows all. He is all and his knowledge, so he knows all. We read as many books and as many instances of Sri Ramakrishna. The latest I referred to was Chaitanandaji's Ramakrishna as we saw him. In that we see whether they are householders or they are sannyasis, and we are getting so many examples in every book about Sri Ramakrishna. Manmatha was a roguish boy. And first he quarreled with Sri Ramakrishna. He came with boys of 20, 30 young boys. And they had heard that there is a Paramahansa who gives food to anybody. That much they know. And all the 20, 30 are in the boat. He comes to Sri Ramakrishna and says, I'm hungry, give me food. Thakur says, why should I give you food? Because I am hungry, you give. So on a plate he gave food. What will this do? We have 30 people. He said, why should I give them? Why not? You must give. And he says, if you don't believe, come with me. I will show. There are more than 15 people in the boat. So Thakur asked whoever was there, Ramlal, give in a basket all the fruits, another basket you give all the seeds, give him. That is the introduction. And this Manmatha came to Thakur in Kashipur, when people were not allowed to go to his room because of his sickness. And so Niranjan Maharaj, who was at the gate, stopped him. And Thakur understood somebody has come and he said, send that boy to me. So Niranjan Maharaj had to send. Shashi Maharaj was sitting there. Thakur asked Shashi Maharaj, you get out. I want to talk to this boy. Alone. And so half an hour they talked. And then he called Shashi Maharaj. And recently his photos were taken. Give one copy to him. And as soon as he got the copy, he ran away from there out of madness of joy. And then he never returned. But he used to come to Varanagar Mutt. And there he did not talk with anybody. He used to go to shrine, sit before Thakur for a long time, and not that side where people lived. By other side he used to go away. That is Manmata. So for Thakur, good, bad, nothing. He is ready to grace all. Any number of examples you will get there. For everybody. So, this is what Sarvadrik Sada. He does not always remain sitting in Samadhi. And that is what this Karika tells us. The nature of the realization of Turiya. And I told you some more things also. That one who has realized the Turiya nature of Brahman can enter anybody's any state. Because his consciousness is cosmic. And all the three states he lives. So we have seen through Mahapurush's example that 1/3 out of 100 people have written the reminiscences, 35 people have been initiated in dream. They had not seen Mahapuruji before that. And I told you also, my Guruji alone verified it. When he was about to get sannyas, people told him, other people, who have not seen you getting initiated also. By that time he had met Subodhanandaji, had become his friend. So he went to Subodhanandaji and tell people are telling like that. He did not believe. Dada has not given you anything. He is sitting there, you go and ask. So he went to Mahapuruji and said, people are telling that you have not received initiation. Mahapuruji says, what are you talking, my boy? In that house, below that window, have I not initiated you? And then he says, yes. And then he said, no. On that he said, oh, sab Ganjadi ame vishwas korina. Ganjadi. When you smoke hemp, you can see anything. Like the LSD these days. The person who has given initiation is telling, I have given you. And he says that hemp experiences I don't believe, because it is a dream experience. Then he did not become upset. All right, sit down, I will tell you now. And there he told him the mantra. And then he said, yes, Maharaj, you have given this, I have received it. Verified. So, that is the nature of Turiya realization. Turiya, no, Nidram, no. Okay. So that was the 12th Karika. 11. Dvaitasya agranam tulyam ubhayo pradnya turyayo. Because pradnya is somewhat similar to Turiya, so again he is telling that both do not see Dvaita. Pradnya does not see anything. Their subject and object has not gone, but the subject has become coalesced with the object like darkness of the night. And Turiya, he does not see subject and object, he sees all as himself. So Dvaitasya agranam is tulyam in Pradnya and Turiya. But Pradnya is sleeping, he does not aware of the reality, and that Nidra is bija of coming back. That was explained in Chetumukha. Sacha Turiya na vidyate. In Turiya, that sleep is not there. He is aware of the reality, he is aware of everything. Swapna nidra yutau adyau prajnastu aswapna nidraya na nidram naivacha swapnam turye pashyanti nishchita. Adyav, again he has clubbed the two. Vishwa and Tejas are both dreaming, and they are dreaming because they are sleeping. That is common between the two. Prajna is not dreaming, but he is sleeping. And sleep everywhere means unaware of the reality. Now, those he is telling indirectly little, the knowers of Brahman say that in Turiya, neither is dream nor Swapna. Because he is always aware of the reality. Once when he gets knowledge, he is always aware of the reality. Now, this has come gradually through the process of Chatushpad that we have seen. So, Anyatha Grunata Swapno, Nidra Tattvam Ajanata, Viparyase Tayokshine, Turiyam Padamashnute. Both are wrong knowledges, whether you see something else or whether you do not know the reality, both are viparyas. Viparyas is wrong knowledge. And when the wrong knowledge goes away by realizing the reality, then you achieve the Turiya goal, not the state. The Turiya, which is the goal, you achieve when the wrong knowledges of both the types go away. Now this going away is like waking up from sleep. Because he was not aware of reality, now he is aware. So, anadi mayaya supto yada jiva prabuddhate ajam anidram asapnam advaitam buddhate tada. Like we are sleeping and dreaming, when we get up, we see the different. Like that. He is sleeping with anadi maya. Maya is the subject and object division is maya. And when it has started? Only in maya the time appears. Without that there is no time. So maya is anadi. And they are sleeping in anadi maya. And what is the meaning of getting up? Yada jiva prabuddhate, when the jiva, because in sleep, ignorance always is a jiva. See the word choice. Jiva. Because he has the jiva consciousness. And when he wakes up, then what happens? Ajam, anidram, aswapnam, advaitam, tada buddhate. He then knows or realizes the ajam, anidram, aswapnam, advaitam. The main characteristics is given. And then now all this produces a new doubt. That means there was some ignorance, Maya. So there is a Brahman, there is a Maya. Then how you say Advaita? This doubt comes. And so he says, Prapancho yadi vidyeta nivarteta na samshaya maya matram idam dvaitam advaitam paramarthata. That had there been manifold, then we would have required to remove it. If there was something real called the manifold, then it had to be removed. But there is no manifold. It is only an appearance. So the description makes us realize, because the process is going on, na? From individual to cosmic, gross to subtle, subtle to causal, and then realization. So because of this we feel, was there something? Say, no, There was only appearance. The reality is always Advaita. That means he realizes Advaita then. That does not mean that now there is no Advaita. Even now, when you are ignorant, you see the duality, but actually it is one only. Both the Karya and Karan, subject and object, both are same reality. This is an important thing, that not that there was and now it has gone. It was not there and you have realized that. Now another doubt comes here.
Example?
Hmm?
Is there example for this awareness?
Example for this awareness.
When a man wakes up, he does not feel that now I know the reality. I was always like that. That is the example. When a man wakes up, he knows that I was always Advaita. You see this through Thakur and his disciples. Mahapurush Maharaj has been asked many times. He says that I did not know that. By Sri Ramakrishna's grace, I know now. So, it is only a question of knowledge, not that something was there. If something was there, it would go. Physical something. But it was not there. So you get. The lesson is like that a man realizes his own nature because he had that real nature. That is the meaning. By Shravan, by this or that, the main cause of realization of our Brahmanhood is because we are Brahman. If we had not been Brahman, we could never have realized it. Even if we had realized it, it would have gone away. People use the word forgetting. Forgetting is only a word. If we are forgetting our Brahman nature, again we can forget. If once we have forgotten Brahman nature, then again we can forget. This doubt always comes. So forgetting is only a word, meaning that you did not know Anadimaya, and now you know. Knowledge is such that it removes the ignorance forever. So that is the thing. Now, but in that explanation he says, automatically it does not go. It requires. You see, where it has said that Prabuddha is there in the previous shloka. He gets up. No, man is sleeping, dreaming, sleeping. He does not get up by himself. In the Vedanta. There we read back to get the connection. 16, Shankar Bhashya. Anadi kala pravruttena maya lakshanena swapnena mama ayam pita putro yam napta kshetram pasho aham esham swami sukhi dukhi kshayito amanena varditascha anena iti evam prakaran swapnan sthana dvayepi pashyan supta. He sleeping means he is seeing dreams in both the states. What type of dreams? This is my father, this is my son, this is my grandson, this is my field, these are my pashus, I am the owner of them, I am sukhi, dukhi, I am at a loss due to the loss of this, I am a gainer because of this. These are all dreams. Then what happens? Yada Vedantartha Tattva Abhigyena Parama Karunikena Guruna Na asi evam tam hetu phalatmaka kimtu tattvam asi iti pratibodhyamana tadevam pratibudhyate. So a Paramakaruni Guru comes. You understand this point?
Guru tells.
Huh?
Tells.
Guru wakes him up. That will be taken in the 18th Karika. That what is this? Are these different? But here, no, I told several times, my teacher had told me, that is, all Brahmanas are not Gurus. They have realized. Why do they care for anybody? As Thakur said, na, 3 friends or 4 friends went and they died and one of them came back. So he has to be kind. So Maharaja told me, somebody has to be there who is a Brahmagya and who is kind to you. Of course, by hint I understand it is he, but that is the thing. Somebody has to be kind to you. And the avatars are kind to everybody. Those who can realize. So, this attitude toward the Guru should be that he has not done out of any ulterior motive. Simply because of his kindness, he has woken me up. So now this generates a new doubt. That means there is a Guru. That means he teaches you. That means these are 3 things. That type of doubt comes. So one type of doubt about was it real, that is replied in the 17th Karika. And now this doubt that were the 3 people, that is replied in the 18th Karika. Vikalpo vinivarte. So Gautapad is anticipating these doubts and is explaining. Vikalpo vinivarte kalpito yadi kenachit. This vikalpa means alternates. You, teacher, teaching, these are alternate things. So if that was real, if somebody had imagined that, that means if it had come, then it would have gone. But it is not there. Upadeshadayam vado. In practical life, we do see a guru teaching you. So you feel these are the 3. Jnate dvaitam navidyate is very important. Throughout the Karikas, he has told this many times. Don't judge any real or unreal from your today's experience. When you know, then what happens? What is the knowledge? That there is no Dvaita. So reflect the knowledge on your present experience, not present experience on knowledge. So because of Upadesha, that means fact is there, Guru teaches you. But that does not mean that they are 3. If they had been 3, nobody could have taught you. In Kathopanishad it is told, Ananya prokte gatiratra nasti. A person who is not different from Brahman, and he teaches that you are not different from Brahman, and he teaches this being non-different from you. That is the 3 meanings of Ananya Prokti. He does not come as a teacher. This also in Sri Ramakrishna, especially Shashi Maharaj's deliberation of Sri Ramakrishna. He says that nowhere Sri Ramakrishna went to teach, nowhere. He went because he wanted to enjoy the company of the devotees. Everywhere he went because he had enjoying the company of the devotees. But when he went there, mother spoke through him. That is what he says. Something had possessed him and he spoke. That is what the teacher does. Teacher does not say, I am teaching you. Swami Vivekananda in the book of education, he has said, teacher spoils everything if he says, I am teaching you. So teacher has to induce that knowledge. Knowledge is in you, knowledge is in everybody. That is the very nature of man. It is covered by ignorance, they say. So the outside guru has knowledge that rubs again the outer covering. And when it goes away, Gita, when it goes away, the sun-like knowledge comes up. Understood? Ajnanena tu jnanena tu tad ajnanam yesham nashitam atmana tesham adityava jnanam prakashayati tatparam. So knowledge like a sun is already there, but covered by clouds. Then wind has to come. That is all figures. So the Upanishad ayam vado. Because we see a guru is come and all that, because of that I feel the doubt, but jnate dvaitam navidyate. See, what is the result when you know reality? You find that dvaita was never there. Okay? So now, what remains is the question now. In the Adgama Prakaran, 7 mantras and the import of those 7 mantras, now what remains? The ultimate reality has been realized, described at least. Then what to expect more now? Why the Agam Prakarana is still going? That day twice I said, he is not there today. That now secondary Upanishad is there. Upanishad is over. In 7 mantras, the main Mandukya Upanishad is over. But the thoughts or the realization is too abstract. People cannot make any dharana also. And suppose they have made a dharana, but to turn it into experience is not possible. One in thousands and one in those thousands. But the Shruti, as Thakur, is kind towards all. It does not want to exclude anybody. Understand this situation? That people have heard this. Either they have not been able to conceive it, or they have conceived it. But to stick to that conviction, turn into experience, 4 steps, that is not possible. But they will not be left out. Then what will Shruti do? Pratik upasana. A shaligram is there. And some similarity is found. Shaligram is same from all sides. Vishnu is same in all beings. So, through shaligram we worship Vishnu. That is called pratik upasana. And here, because we have been dealing with Om, the knowledge of Om, the philosophy of Om, so Om itself is taken as a pratika now. That is the remaining Upanishad. You understand this point? See the 8th mantra. Clear? So ayam atma adhyaksharam omkaro adimatram. So ayam atma, he reminds that Atman which is Chatushpat and experience, that very Atman. Adi Aksharam. Aksharam is the sound syllable. Om, sound as a pratika. Not Om writing as a pratika. Because Om is written in different ways, in different languages. Adi Aksharam. Aksharam is the syllable, sound. Adi Aksharam. That means on the basis of it being a sound. That Omkar. That Omkar, which is the name of Parabrahman, that Omkar which is identical with Parabrahman, that very Omkar, from the point of sound, Adimatram. What is Matra? No. Adimatram, huh? Matram is the parts of that syllable. Ma. Now take Om as the sound and split that sound in matras, that is pada matra, matrasya pada. You have been told 4 padas. 3 padas, 4th goal. So, that is how we have to take up Om now. Om, this sound, consists of matras, and on the basis of matra, the pada of Brahman are matras, and matras are padas. So, absolute identity between the pratika and the thing of which it is pratika should be thought of. You don't say this is pratika. No, for us, as I told you, no Shaligram Shila. No, Shivalinga is different from Shaligram Shila. And I described that day, Shivalinga. The Shiva is a person sitting. That was my own experience, I told you, in Nilkant. That Shiva has taken halal. He knows a method. If he separates his mind from the body, then so he takes up a bath under a prapat, waterfall, some cooling, and then he sits for meditation. And for us, Gita says, Kurmunga niva sarvasha. That means tortoise shell is hard. It withdraws the tender parts under the shell, if it is afraid. Here, that is the simile given. When the tempting objects are in front of us, we withdraw ourselves. We mean the great sadhakas. No, Shiva is Shiva. So not only the Indriya Vritti, but the Indriyas itself he takes back. Hands gone inside, legs gone inside. But the height is different from bread, because he is sitting in Samadhi. That is the Shiva Linga, Chinna of Shiva. And you know where the position of throat would be, that portion is blue, Nilakantha. So in Nilakantha temple, today you cannot feel that. Nilakantha temple is enclosed by 100 shops. He is in a glass case. You have only to give puja and go away. In those days, in 78 and 79, Shiva was very open. And near that we could sit. You are not there. I had described this. They are sitting there. This came to me, that this Shiva Linga is Chinna of Shiva, Shiva in Samadhi. And then a thought came to me, today you cannot see that. All hundreds of Devatas Murti have been put there. At that time there was absolutely nothing. So the thought had come to me, wherever Shiva is there, mother is there. Here there is no mother. And the answer came that in this state, mother is not separate. Understood? And then I asked the sannyasi pujari. Then he told me this Puranic story, that Shiva chose this place because it is very cold. It is cup-like. That means the sun is seen only for 2 hours. By 11 o'clock, the sun is seen. And by 1 or 2, it goes out, because peaks on all sides. And Shiva sat there. Parvati, according to Puranic concept, she is busy in creating, preserving, destroying. And after, say, 1,000 or 10,000 years or whatever you say, she remembers that Shiva is not there. And then she meditates and finds Shiva is there. So she cannot go and wake him up like that. So she sits on a mountain and meditates. And in meditation, she becomes one with Shiva. And there she makes him awake. That is the story. And there are 4 peaks in that cup. So Siddhakut, Munikut, Rishikut, that means all the meditative people came to help her and meditated. That is the story. And he said, about 1 mile from here, a little less, I think, there is a small hillock, and their mother's temple is there, and I go there every Tuesday to worship her. So you can come with me. I had gone there on a Monday. So Tuesday he took me there. Understood? So that is Shivalinga. So some similarity with Shiva is found out. Shiva in Samadhi. And you remember, I told so many things last time, that our North Indians' concept of Shivalinga is absolutely absent in South India. You know, the Linga Stotra, Sada Shivalingam. So, I was telling the students there that Shiva is not. They were surprised. We never thought it is like that. Understood? And then I was talking like this to my friend Suhitanand. And he said, yes, that is true. Because we say that on Shiva's head we are putting the water. Understood? So that is the Shiva Linga. I mean to say that there is a Linga. Linga means what? Chinna, sign of Shiva. So that is the sign of Shiva. So you have to say that this is like that, this is like that. It is Shiva. Shaligram is like that, it is Vishnu. In our case, Mother has made it more simple. But we say, worship Sri Ramakrishna, give argya to Sri Ramakrishna. It is a photo. But we are never taught it is a photo. This is Sri Ramakrishna. You understand? That Pratik Upasana is being taught now. So for a common man, it is absolutely... And we will find one more thing. Govt takes full, what you say, kindness or... He explains the point so beautifully. And Shankaracharya in his commentary also gives so many details. Because they are interested in this sadhaka. Shruti is very kind. It does not want to exclude anybody. You understand this point now? So I am Atma, that very Atman of which we have talked up till now, Adhyaksharam, from the point of view of sound, Adima, Omkaro. Omkar taken as sound, Adimatram, is to be thought of as consisting of 3 matras. And which are the matras? Pada matra. The Jagruti, Swapna and Sushupti, they are the padas in the cosmic sense. So they are the matras. Matrasya pada. This you understand. That when identity is to be told, it is given both ways, otherwise it is not real identity. This is like that and that is like this. Otherwise it becomes a secondary something. This is like that is not like this. So pada matra, matrasya pada. Now which are they? Akara, ukara, makara, iti. What is this kara? Kara means the pronunciation, the sound. Akara, that means the sound. Omkara we say, na? Om the sound. The sound. U the sound. Ma the sound. Iti. Okay? So this is the secondary Upanishad now. See how Shankar explains it. Abhideya pradhana omkarasya tushpad atma iti vyakyato yaha so ayam atma. So he says so ayam atma means that very Atman which from the point of view of name, there Abhideya and Abhidan was there. Here Abhideya has been made a sound. So Abhideya Pradhana Onkar, that Onkar as the name was taken. Abhideya Pradhana Onkar means Onkar as the name was taken, and it was described as in 4 padas you will get the ātman, that very ātman. So ātman is not different. That very ātman, which is realized in 4 padas. So I am ātma. That is the meaning of the word, so I am ātma. Adi aksharam, aksharam adhikrutya. So, basing upon the sound, syllable. Abhidhana pradhanyana varnamano adi aksharam. So again the word abhidhana has come, name. So name means the sound. Name is a combination of sounds. So name as the main, abhideya pradhanyana, the nami, onkar, to be realized in 4. That very atma, from the name point of view, is adhyaksharam, is made of sounds. Abhidhana pradhanyena varnamano adhyaksharam. When it is described in the name, it is sounds. Kim punastad aksharam ityaha? Onkar. What is that sound? Onkar. That is Padabhashya, na? Soyam atma adhyaksharam onkaro. Soyam onkara padasha pravivajyamana. So when that onkar is divided into 3 sounds, adimatram matram adhikrutya vartate. So then it exists as 3 matras. Iti adimatram. Katham atmano ye padaste onkarasya matra. Atma's padas, they are onkaras matras. Matras are padas. Kasta, akara, ukaro, makara iti. What are they? Akara, ukara, makara. Okay? This is the 8th mantra. Now one by one, similarity has to be told. Any similarity will do for pratika. Jagarita sthano, read na.
Jagarithistano,
Vaishwanaro,
Vaishwanaro,
akara, prathama matra, apte hai, adimattvadva, apnoti hai vai sarvan kaman,
Sarvan ka,
adishya bhavati,
Adishya Bhavati,
ya evam veda.
Ya Evam.
Now see, because it is upasana, phalashruti is there. Up till now there was no phalashruti. So the Jagarita Sthan, cosmic Jagarita Sthan, which was called Vaishwanar. Vaishwanar means cosmic. Akara is the akara of Onkar. Prathama matra.
Virat is the cosmic.
Huh?
Virat.
Virat and Vaishwanar both are the names of cosmic really. For individual it is Vishwa. And we had seen at that time why it is called Vaishwanar. He leads everybody according to their karmas, that is Nayati, that is Vaishwanar. So Vaishwanar is experienced in 2 ways. All the world is my body, or all the bodies are my body. That is Vaishwanar. So Vaishwanar is Akar, Prathama Matra, no similarities. Apte he. A is pervading all the sounds or not? A, Mul sound. That itself touches here, there, this and that, and becomes all the sounds. So Akar has Vyapti, pervasive. And this Vaishwanar, different. Vaishwanar has Vyapti over all the gross bodies. Vaishwanar has the Vyapti over all gross forms. Akara is pervading all letters. So that is similarity. Another similarity, Adimattvadva. A is the first letter. A pervades all is one thing. A is the first letter. And that Vaishwanar is the first experience. Then we only experience others. So two similarities have been given. And that sentence is over here. Huh? Because it is upasana, so phala are told. Apnoti evai sarvan kaman. Now, in Taittiriya Upanishad, we are told that all objects simultaneously experiences. So this man, all the desires, he gets. All the desires you can get only when you are Brahman. But it is told in Phalashruti way. Adishya bhavati. And suppose people are sitting, you will be given the first seat. Adishya bhavati. Who? Yeah, evam Veda. Veda means upasada. Okay? So, tatra vishesha niyama kriyate. There the Uma has been told, but which is being told now. Jagrita sthana vaishwanaro yaha sa omkarasya akara prathama matra. So that Vaishwanara is the first matra of Omkar, A. Kena samanyana iti aha. What similarity you found? Apte, apti vyapti. Akarena sarva vagvyapta. Akaro vai sarva vak iti shrute. So that also brings a Veda. Taittiriya Upanishad. Tatha Vaishwanarena na jagat. So Vaishwanara is pervading the whole world. Tasya va etasya ātmano Vaishwanarasya murda eva suteja iti shruti. There we will tell Saptanga, pervades you. So Vaishwanara pervades the world and Akar pervades all the sounds. Abhidana abhidayor ekatvam cha avochama. That means the name is same as name we have already told. So the whole Omkar is Brahman, but out of that this similarity is told. Adi rasya vidyate iti. Now the Phalashruti, huh? Adi rasya vidyate iti adimat yatha eva adimat akarakyam aksharam tathaiva Vaishwanara. So, as it is first, so that is also first. Tad ekatva vida phalamaha. And the first is Vyapi, and this is first one. For that he says Abhidana Vidya Ekatvam. Tad ekatva vida phalamaha. So one who knows this means upasana like that. His result is told apnoti vai sarvan kaman. He gets all the desires. Prathamascha bhavati mahatam. No, Shankar explains. He becomes the first, not among thieves. Among the great people, he is the first. Ye evam Veda. Yathoktam ekatvam Veda iti artha. One who knows the similarity between A and he gets this. Now, we shall do slowly. We have taken the principle in the 8th mantra and 9th mantra we have taken the first. So like that, 3 more mantras are there, 10, 11, 12. And some more karikas. Okay. Om Bhadram Karnebhi Shrunuyama Deva Bhadram Pashyemakshabhirejatra Tirairangai Stuštavamsastanubhi Vyashema Devahitam Yadayuhu Swastina Indro Vruddashrava Swastina Pusha Vishwaveda Swastina Starkyo Varishtanemi Swastino Brahaspatir Dadatu Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Tat Sat Shri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.